Hello, everyone. Been a while. Back for another update. Awesome update. That time of year where AE gives us a lot of updates for the game, like additional storage, ACs, and stuff like that. Go to a private one for lag reasons. Need to work on doing private rooms so that way more people can from the stream and stuff like that can join in. For future games going on forward too. And then also we need to also know when to adjust go to a public room as well. It'll probably be a slightly difficult learning event, but something. So in case you don't know, this year to get the ACs, you had to go to the event hub, or so before I think it was in like the original Yulgar, and then it changed to actually this event, so it fits more a theme. They didn't, instead of updating Yulgar, they just update this map instead. Kind of smart actually. So you have to talk to Cicero to get it. I already got mine. And you have to check out the agitated orb right here. Specific map, more than likely. I don't think there's an agitated orb when I really think about it in any other map. Didn't know that by now. I feel bad for anyone that kind of pushes themselves too hard when the answer is out online. Um, cool. Now I can see the chat. Thought I had to actually update the game directory, but I don't. It's like the system can detect by title what game you're playing almost, and if that's the case, that's awesome. Started. Check out some of the seasonal gear. There's some really good stuff here. This is a popular hairstyle. There's actually a rare version of this if you grabbed it. It'll look really good in AQ Infinity if you have the rare version of it. Saved a ton of money on a really good hairstyle. But there are still other good looking hairstyles. None of this stuff is rare. Still nice to check it out. So if you wanted to be in the holiday spirit, you would go here. I'm not gonna be streaming for too long, chat, because this isn't one of those grindy events where it probably takes me 2 hours. You know, I can keep it small and entertaining. I think that is good enough. And then when we do have an event where I think there's a reputation boost going on this week, so again, it might even be over today. Actually, I really think about it. It was 40 hours. It's usually like a 48-hour boost every week. Awesome. The game that a little less grindy for people trying to level up to level 100 and stuff like that. Because without it, it would be more dreadful, and level 100 would be even more viable. Like worth it, viable, like double worth it. It would be interesting because the classes in AQ Infinity load in AQ Worlds, and the classes in AQ Worlds load in some of the classes in AQ Worlds load in AQ Infinity. Like for example, the Dark Side armor loads into AQ Infinity, but the skills itself doesn't. So it'll be interesting if they just like re-implement it. I forget what the situation is right now. I think they're just real focused on making armors and class exclusively for AQ Infinity. Like they're busy, and people are a little. I hear people are frustrated about it, but like they're really busy with releasing the game, and building this one at the same time. Because when I say that they're busy releasing the game, like it's in the alpha, it's going towards alpha state. Technical first phase for their kind of games is technically their first public phase for their kind of game. So we can actually go ahead and not going to be farming for any no rares here. There's a new class coming too. That's on like I'm not gonna farm for all that this stream. We're gonna keep this event fun. The stream content chat will pick up for Adventure Quest Worlds. By the way, if you don't have the birthday chest for like 7,500 ACs, which by the chests usually go for like 10,000 ACs, 75,000 ACs, 80 plus items. They give you some amazing looking items, and I think that even if you already have a bank pet that you like, if you have a collection of them, that just makes it even better. You can have rare themed banked items. So for example, if you have the Chaos Twins, I think there's the Chaos Twins cape, and then if for a seasonal event you could throw on the Chaos Twin pet, take off the cape, and that would make it kind of like a seasonal kind of thing. That person can practically accompany, or that bank pet or whatever it might be, accompany you practically all the time. That was a lot to talk about, so I guess I can kind of pick up through this. Hopefully you all got what you wanted from Talk Like a Pirate Day. If not, then there's always a next time to get whatever you want. This is where everyone is, so there's still like 4 rooms and 8 people here. It's a really good time to be making content for Adventure Quest Worlds and be an Adventure Quest Worlds player. Returning. I'm kind of extremely over leveled for this event, but there's another event that we're getting ready for. This is kind of like the fun side of it. Yeah, the next event that's happening, it's gonna be pretty grindy from what I hear. Yeah, new class that's coming out. I don't know if they're gonna actually give us a preview like they did with Hollowborn Vindicator. Might be dead here. I don't know. Thought I died there for a second. The numbers are kind of weird for me. They're actually attacking me back. That's what I wasn't paying attention to. Let's go to a private caster party now. We know people are here. Yeah, we do this so that way we can actually turn on animations, because we're missing out, honestly. Unless we need help, there's no reason to be in a public area. I think private these days is actually where it's at, chat. It's okay to host public events every once in a while, stuff like that, but like Like when it comes down to like special access, like a yacht and stuff like that, or like a party and like a special party, like a wedding event or something like that, usually private is a thing. You don't just want random people walking up in your wedding event. Time to use the new features of the user interface in Quest Pinner. So the good news is this event is not a reskin. We've never seen this kind of theme with the map. And they actually brought Cicero back, which is interesting. That they really have made the game, I think, honestly, really fun, balanced out. You can at least get the best classes in the game. You have a chance at getting some of the best classes in the game, and it isn't that like a 0.1% chance at getting some of the best classes. Like it depends on what you want. It's like if you're the type of person that wants to have it all, like I'm sorry, but like you're in for a journey. But if you're a person that wants to be like a pure Nogath person, or a pure Dage person, or a pure good person, or a pure evil person, the game isn't really that grindy for you. But if you are that crazy person where you have to have it all, I mean, it's really insane that you have to have it all. At that point, it's like you would think you'd have some friends to help you out with some of the most difficult quests. That's all I was getting at. Anyway, that up there. Sometimes they put that there, sometimes they don't. Sometimes chat quests don't always require you to be ultra smart. I mean, powerful. Sometimes you actually have to be smart, figure out puzzles and stuff like that. And I think sometimes the puzzles are unique where you actually have to figure it out on your own. And if you can't do that, then you actually end up getting stuck. Just a rarity. That's usually, if it's that difficult, it's not easy enough for a child to do it. Lost gift box, right? I think this is where we find Maya's gift box, and then treasures. Maybe a random one will drop it. It's still taking me a while to get used to streaming from YouTube like this. Like, for example, when I open up the AQ Wiki, you all can't see it. I have to actually reopen it up in OBS. Things have changed for me, like configuration wise, when streaming. It's a little safer, however, it's a little inconvenient. So it looks like I'm doing absolutely nothing, but I'm actually looking into Wiki. Monster version. I don't even think they have it in the game yet. Oh, yeah, it's so early with this update. I'm pretty sure it's one of these two. Eventually drop it, but it's a pretty low drop rate. Yeah, there's some really cool animations in this game. I think I need to really start focusing on streaming in solo areas more. Like, you really miss out on the experience. Look at that. See, this class also got some nice range to it. I got this class. This class is new for me. There's a lot of class changes happening to the game, even with older classes still, which is also amazing, believe it or not. So hopefully, again, you are all joining, or if not, that's cool, but enjoying as well the just watching the birthday event. Because they're giving away ACs and stuff like that, and pretty cool items for free-to-play games. Strength isn't everything in this. This game does require actual luck, chat. It does require luck. And I've honestly been pushing my luck with this game quite a bit. With every class. But it was what I will say is it's really nice to have a flexible character. It really is. Honestly, chat, like we really didn't think there were going to be as many classes, especially from Lay, that came out. Hollowborn, Vindicator, he's worked on Chrono Shadow Hunter, he's worked on the Hollowborn No class. He's also been working on a bunch of different armors and stuff like that, and that's where I'm just like, yeah, it's been quite the event. Oh, and by the way, if it's not good enough for you, there's always Christmas. Christmas is always nice to people. Sorry if I get a little bit off topic. I'm trying to pay attention to this and also express my feelings with nostalgia for this game. I don't think it's after. I think it might be over here. Oh. Here it is. It's over here. It is over here. Actually switch back. But I think though, chat, if as a returning player to the game, because there's a lot of returning players to Adventure Quest Worlds around a time like this, like there's so many different classes in the game that you have options to compared to where it originally started with, like Leprechaun, Warrior, and stuff like that. It's like the more you have, the more entertaining the game really. The most I've heard people complain about as a veteran player is people just not having enough access to some of the best classes in the game. It's being very, very expensive to have some of the best classes in the game. It'll be interesting. Will they hold, you know, Christmas events for AQ Infinity? Give away ACs? If that's the case, the game is really free to play, especially if you save up throughout the year. It's going to be connected to the original game, so that's awesome. Just like Hero Smash, and I think Smash, not Stash, is still working as well, which I also have a ton of ACs on. So this is not Ceramos. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I have to get used to that. This is a different person. Or that might be the same person with a different name. Like they've gone through some type of evolution. Like how Rabina isn't how Victoria isn't Rabina anymore. It could be a name change like that. I got a little distracted with what happened, this person's backstory. Event definitely got serious. Oh gosh, that was graphic. Music turned off. Oh, I forgot to do the so this would be really a good class for like a bunch of semi-bosses till you get into the ultras, and maybe even for ultras depending on how you set up for it. When I say ultras, I mean by like the ultras that require you to have 4 people versus the ones you can solo. I don't think too many people are soloing with this. They might. I don't know. I don't have all the enhancements to be able to do that. I kind of like working with some people as well, because even if you have all the enhancements to do that alone, people still ask for help. So getting things done quicker. Quite a monstrous birthday event. So also part of the reason why people are playing for this event is birthday badge. It's a birthday badge that happens, and if you don't buy your badge to show that you were here, it's the birthday badges. And I think that this is the best event they've had so far for the birthday events, personally speaking. Like this is one of the best looking events they've had, if not the best one. I guess she really is blind. If don't know now, you know, because you're here at this event. Why her eyes look like that? She's blind. Wait till they come out with a well, maybe they won't. They might not. If they come out with a Queen Victoria bank pet, that just might break the game. That just might break the game. It seems like one of the major benefits basically these days of being a high level in the game, in case you don't know, is just like you can get through farming way faster. Feel more awesome when adventuring through the game. So a recap on what just happened, basically. Ooh, that looks really, really cool. IMO. Yeah, that looks cool. That was cool. Explosive dragon full of plushies. It's gonna be fun going back and looking at this. But they're burning them all? That's insane. After all he's done, Loki. I can understand why, but at the same time, it's like, wow. So many of them too, though. Okay, and I can understand. Ooh, look, there's Arctics. And it's the dragon lady, Lady Celestia. Start eating his pieces? What? Hilarious. They both got game consoles. That was cool. That was cool. Ah! That's a nice hug. That was a little surprise. There's so many different ways how that event could have ended depending on how you look. I think that's gonna be it for now. We can check out some of the cool stuff here. Seasonal rarity again. I think we just checked this out. That was fun. There's probably still gonna be more for next week. We might be back next week. I don't know. It depends on what happens. We might be back sooner than that if I end up figuring out what classes I need to work on reputation wise. So I can show off my reputation really quick. Give me a second. So I still need to work on Grim Skull Trolling, which is an enhancement, and then also fishing, and then also need to finish off Death Pit Arena Brawl. So that's what the next objective is. 2 o'clock in the morning here for me. So that's why I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna do all that tonight. But I definitely wanted to touch on this new event. Newcastle update. Birthday update. I've updated my home too, and throughout the process, here's some of the new birthday themed items. Updated Graveland, both versions of her. Like you would think, oh man, like Graveland couldn't get any better from the 2009 version. This is the same. This is the same game. Same game running on Flash. And it's gonna look really good when it goes over into the next game. It's gonna make people mad that they can't get her in the next game. If you're new to the game, which are probably younger, if more than likely younger or a returning player and just didn't know until something revolutionary happened in the next game, which is also cool. But I think that is it out of me for now, chat. So seriously, thanks for watching. Whether you're watching live or in past broadcasts, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and it means so much. Seriously. Hopefully, you all enjoy your birthday event, and if not, hopefully you enjoy watching though. Take care.